Heard a lot about this show, the ExCandidates.
This has been a pretty thorough interview.
These institutions which we've been told to respect and trust are actually completely untrustworthy.
Have you confirmed that you are negative before attending tonight if you are unvaccinated?
I still see people with masks on and driving, and they're in the car by themselves.
So you can pay my electricity bill, you thinking little spit.
We're teaching them about what it means to be a pansexual instead of teaching them how to do your taxes.
It's no for me. I say no to the voice.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the ExCandidates. My name is Stephen Tripp, here again with Adam Zara. How are you going, Adam?
I'm pretty good, Stephen. How you going, mate?
How was your week, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you very much. I'm pretty good, busy, but all good. And a lot going on with politics and a lot going on with our very special guest this afternoon as well.
Yeah, he's a very special guest. Senator Malcolm Roberts, how are you tonight, Senator?
I'm well, thanks, Steve. And Adam, thank you very much for the invitation. Looking forward to a chat.
We've all got the Australian flag behind us, which is good.
Yep.
Just quickly on that, it's really weird to see. I didn't realise, but I was watching the footy at the in-laws' place this afternoon before we came here tonight, and they've got the Aboriginal flag on the field now, but I didn't see an Australian flag anywhere on there, which was quite interesting. Sorry?
It's the Indigenous round.
Is it?
Yes.
But we're still in Australia. We're still in Australia, Steve, so I'd take Adam's point. We should be flying the Australian flag.
Well, I think if we're flying, I think if you have the Indigenous flag on the field all game, why not have the Indigenous flag and the Australian flag as well? You know what I mean? If we put them together, at least, it is Australia, and we all should be under one flag. So I don't understand why we have to highlight one over the other. Anyway, that was my point with that as well.
Yep, I agree.
Now, we want to kick this in. We wanted to have you on tonight to talk about energy because this is one of your bread and butter issues. But we can't go past this article that you recently wrote in the Spectator Australia. It's called "Children Targeted by WHO Standards for Sexuality Education in Europe." Now, the WHO has come out with this document, and it's pretty. I mean, every time I read it, it just blows my mind. This is the article here. And it talks about this framework. Now, the framework demands that sex education begin at birth and be guided by the state via the relentless work of educators. Now, how did you come across this firstly? And does this still blow your mind every time you read it?
Well, I don't read it again because I've read it and written it and then read it. But nothing staggers me these days. With what this country's been through, what the West has been through, nothing staggers me. We've got fine researchers in our office. Two of them in particular have been across this issue, and also the UN World Health Organization's so-called pandemic treaty and so-called international health regulations. So we've been tracking the World Health Organization for a long time now. We were the first to come out. It would have been just before the election campaign in April of last year. Yep. People were wanting to know about it, and we made a video. So the WHO, the World Health Organization, is just a very incompetent, dishonest, inhuman, and I mean that, inhuman and criminal organization. Its leader, Tedros, is a terrorist. He's also presiding over a culture of rape. They've had investigations into I think 83 reported cases of rape or allegations of rape, and they were found to be true, but they did nothing. It's a rape culture. But what this report is, we've been chasing the UN and other organizations about the grooming of children. That's what this is about. This is about conditioning children to being groomed. It's also about smashing the family. There are so many things that the UN has been doing and is doing to smash the family. And the simple fact is, Steve, that when you smash the family, which is one of the two basic units of our society, people then look to the government. Yeah. When you smash the other basic structural framework for human civilization, it's the nation state. When you smash that, it goes into global governance, and that's what the UN is doing. And it's not me saying this. Well, it is me saying this, but it's not me making this up, because all I'm doing is quoting senior people in the United Nations over many, many years. So the World Health Organization is funded by
And did you get much feedback from that speech after CPAC?
A lot of positive feedback, but CPAC didn't publish it, didn't put it on their website for quite some time. But it's very important to understand my motive. I had another speech prepared. And I went along to CPAC because I strongly support it, Conservative Political Action Conference. And I was sick and tired of listening to Liberal after Liberal after Liberal. Amanda Stoker was on there 5 times. And it was just a Liberal Party cheer squad. So I said, to hell with this. And a member of my staff wrote another speech, and then I changed it a little bit and delivered that. I would not have done that if there hadn't been a need for it. And I belled the cat. I said, this is becoming a cheer squad for Liberals, and you'll hurt CPAC concept itself if you're just a cheer squad for the Liberals.
Yep.
And that's what I was really I wasn't having a go at the Liberals, because my original intent was not to have a go at the Liberals, but to bring everyone together. But what I had to do was have a go at the CPAC organisers. And there's something else that people don't know. I can't remember, was I given 20 minutes to speak? I can't remember.
Your time was cut. Yeah.
Your time kept getting cut down, didn't it?
Yeah, I looked up and thought, oh, good, I've got 10 minutes to go. Next thing, it's 3 minutes. Next thing, it's 1 minute. And then I was told later by someone who was in the backstage that they did that. They just wound it down. They said, get him off the stage. Now, any organisation that cannot withstand scrutiny by its own members doesn't deserve to survive. But Warren Mundine's a pretty good person, I think. I really do. And also Andrew Cooper. They're the 2 kingpins of the CPAC. So I think that someone within the Liberal Party compromised them. But I spoke that way because it had to be said, and that's why I got a standing ovation.
That's right. That's the main point of it all. And the next part was the Liberal Party came up on stage, got booed out of the building. Nick Minchin was berating the crowd, and Amanda Stoker sat there and said, oh, well, if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, I'll leave. It's like, no, you need to sit there and listen to what the crowd have to say. You meant to listen to these people, and they didn't want to. So that was it was very telling. But it was. I
like Amanda. I like Nick Minchin. But, you just summarize it. They need to listen because they're way off beam at the moment.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll let you go because we'll keep talking forever. But thank you very much. And then as we said, we hope to have you on again in the future. We'll talk about COVID and other issues. So thank you very much, and all the best with everything that you're doing down in Canberra.
Thank you very much. And thank you for what you're doing, because it's the independent broadcasters that are getting the news out there and the truth. So thank you. It's vital that we get people awake.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
thank you so much.
Thank you, Adam, as well. And for everyone that watched this episode, please share it far and wide. We need to get this message out there. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.